It's Kritleen. Welcome back to Sidhu Vlogs. तो गाइज हम फाइनली एक और वीडियो पे रिएक्ट कर रहे हैं जो कि है मार्क वीन्स की एंड दिस इज अबाउट द स्ट्रीट फूड इन पेशावर. हमने इससे पहले जो पेशावर वाली वीडियो की थी वो थी फूड रेंजर की, तो वो भी हम कहीं लिंक कर देंगे, सो यू डू चेक दैट आउट. और अभी हमारा इस वीडियो पे रिएक्शन देख लो.
इस वीडियो का ओरिजिनल लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में है, तो आप वहां से वो चेकआउट कर सकते हो.
Are you ready?
Ready. Always ready for this.
Amazing pie chassi tikka.
Good morning, I hope you're having an amazing day. It's Mark Wiens. I'm in Peshawar, which is an ancient city in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province of Pakistan. This is a city that one of the cities I most wanted to visit in Pakistan because they're known for their food culture. It's an ancient city. And so today we're gonna go on a food tour of Peshawar. Eat a lot of street food. We're gonna explore the ancient markets and traders. And so it's gonna be a full tour of Peshawar. We are gonna start for breakfast and I'm gonna share all the food with you in this video today right now.
Perfect.
Hello, good morning. How are you? We're at the Hashnagri Gate in the old ancient city of Peshawar. And this is where we're gonna have breakfast. We're just gonna walk around for a little bit.
We just have a quick halwa puri here.
Okay.
And then the place which is for the paya is just 5-7 minutes away.
यार हलवा पूरी. I love. Wow. What was that?
Quite a bustling stall here. They're flying on the puris, but they're deep frying the puris. This place is known for their halwa puri, and yeah, it's pretty
Amazing.
very well known actually. It's packed in the morning. So there's always three components to this dish: the puri, which is the fried dough; the halwa, which is the sweet semolina pudding; and then the chana, which is the chana.
I think ये सूजी वाला
masala,
हलवा है.
the chickpea stew. Oh yeah, conditions are a little.
कितने टाइम से छोले भटूरे नहीं खाए मैंने.
The puri. We're gonna start with the chana, the chickpeas. Oh, the chickpeas are amazing
हलवा
here.
खाता
Some of
साथ
the
में
chickpeas
बीच
have
में.
disintegrated
Yeah,
into the
it's
sauce,
good.
but others are still remaining beautiful. It's so flavorful. You can taste that desi ghee. This is the halwa made from the semolina and also desi ghee, and it has kind of an orange.
Salmonella वही सूजी का है.
Yeah, it's like a pudding.
पर मर जाना चाहिए था इस बात पे दिल को.
Sweet. But I prefer the.
I think ये spicy का fan है.
पर ना
यार ये हलवे के साथ तो इसको ऐसे वाव करना चाहिए.
बुलबुले.
Ball sized sweet puri.
स्वीट पूरी. हाँ गोगले, पता नहीं क्या बोलते हैं इनको. गोगले
Pastry.
गोगले गोगले गोगले.
Breakfast was good. It's a little bit on the oily side to get the morning started, but it is.
Oily नहीं पसंद तुझे.
आपको क्या फर्क पड़ता है, आप तो इतने ही रहोगे.
Another breakfast dish that you cannot miss when you're in Peshawar.
The place is called nikapai. These are the legendary
Nikapai.
and a very famous paya in Peshawar.
Oh yes. Okay, this is
ये
gonna
भी
be the
breakfast
real
का ही
breakfast.
है.
You can already smell the meatiness of it. Assalamu alaikum. Has to be one
How
of the
happy
coolest
he
stalls I've ever seen. That's the meat.
पर मुझे इसमें ब्रेकफास्ट क्या, मुझे ये जानना है. साथ में देगा ना बड़े बड़े नान. अच्छा ये फैट. ग्रेवी देख लेना
Person
साथ.
grabs, fishes out some of the meat and some of the trotters. He kind of scoops that around, puts it into your bowl, and then he reaches into the giant tilted pot, clay pot, and fishes out some of the soup, and then puts that on top, and then finally finishes off with some desi ghee, which looks like it's infused with chilies and oil and spices. It looks so rich, so comforting and warm. One of the more beautiful looking red oily dishes I've ever seen in my life, and you can just see the meat. It's just ultra falling apart. So you've got the combination. It's like 50% of the cow foot, which has just been rendered down into just gelatinous
देख रहा है कि
floppiness,
बिल्कुल
and then
soft.
50% of the meat, which is just it just looks like stringy
Gravy में डालो, gravy में.
It's just, you can't even, it's so tender and just
इसको gravy से
dripping
मतलब ही नहीं है
with
कोई.
the desi ghee and that spice. Look at that meat. Okay, I didn't even get any of the trotter on my first bite, but that's just the meat. Look at that.
करेगा भी
अब किया इसने.
Oh, the garlic in there. You really taste the garlic. That's so rich. It's so oily. And that meat is so tender. It's just like all oozy goozy things all together in one single bowl. That you can tell it's just been stewed for so many hours until it just completely harmonizes together. And then just wrapped up in more just like liquid meat.
Yep.
That's gonna be jiggly.
बढ़िया focus करके दिखाता है.
और या
लपेट के.
Wow. The liquid collagen. That trotter is just, I mean, that's the skin and fat combined. But it's so soft, it just melts in your mouth.
nikapai
But you've got every kind of like oozy, gelatinous, like jelly texture in your mouth all at the same time.
I always used to think that Lahore has the best payas, but I think Peshawar has even better payas than Lahore.
Look at that chunk. Look at that chunk I just pulled out. Oh, and you got things that hang, just gelatinous bits that just can't control themselves.
ये बुर्की बहुत बड़ी थी.
बड़ी बड़ी बुर्की खाते हैं
पूड़ियाँ भी इतनी खाई
It's
इसने
like
इसके
one of
बाद
the
अभी.
richest, like, but most flavorful dishes I've ever had, and that's just like pure glorification of meat. Another thing that you'll notice is that the bread here, the tandoori roti, is thicker than most versions that you'll have.
Yeah.
And that's because you actually need it. It helps because you have to mop up all of that ghee, all of the oil, all of the fats, all of the gelatiny trotters. You got to mop that all up with the
Amazing.
bread, and so you have to have that thick, spongy bread.
कौन से है? किनको है? वैसे ही बता
It's a
ये बढ़िया
tradition
चीज
to
मुझे
drink
लगता है
bread
पता है
in
साथ के
Peshawar.
साथ ही
Also,
green tea.
You'll see green tea all over. I'm sure we'll be drinking more green tea today.
Amazing.
And what's great about it though
और भी
is that it's not just green tea. They also crush a few pods of cardamom and boil that within the tea, so you've got that essence of cardamom.
Shukriya. That was amazing. Oh, shukriya. Shukriya.
अंकल बड़े
One
sweet
of the
Very
top
sweet.
dishes that I've eaten so far in Pakistan. The garlickiness really stood out to me, and then just the trotter was great because it was so soft and oozy, but the actual meat is what I enjoyed the most. From here, we're off to just walk around the historical center of Peshawar. It's an ancient city, and this was an important marketplace, which has now been restored. It's actually quite like kind of calm and peaceful here today.
छोटे छोटे बच्चे ने कुर्ते पजामे पाए हुए हैं.
Nice to meet you. We made it to the clock tower, which is a landmark, and the clock tower was built in the year 1900 by the British to celebrate the Queen Jubilee.
फिश कम खाते हैं वैसे.
I've got just
उसने
half
देखी थी बस
my
हमने
butt
यहाँ.
on the seat, so you're gonna. But we're gonna go to the other side of the walled city, the old city, because there's a very iconic and very ancient mosque that we're gonna check out. Everyone's in the back. Wow, that was a
सही,
sharp
कभी मैंने
turn.
पहले नहीं कर रहा है.
Down an alley. Whoa.
मुझे लगता है और ही पतला हो गया.
अरे हर वीडियो में ये कम ही लगता है
Rattled
मुझे तो
around those trotters in my stomach. We have just arrived.
This is Mohammed Khan, located in Andar Sheher. It's basically the old city of Peshawar.
And this is an ancient mosque in
Masjid
Peshawar.
Mohammed Khan.
Wow. Okay, step inside of here. And it's just this calm courtyard, the marble floors, and what's really fascinating is the front. The front of the mosque with the minarets and just the detail and the doors. So everything is white, but then the doors they have some blue tiles in them. It just feels like you've taken a step back in time here.
बच्चों को कुछ नहीं होता. Nice.
Okay, so we've walked over to what is, in English it's the storytellers bazaar, but in
Isakwani Bazaar.
Isakwani. It's called Isakwani Bazaar, which is famous for storytelling. Since ancient times, this is a market, this is a bazaar area where traders would come, especially along the Silk Road, right? They would share their stories, drink tea, green tea, which is called kawa. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna walk through the bazaar, we're gonna have some green tea, and yeah, very cool history, very cool place. Just stepping down this alley. Maybe it's gonna lead to another street. It's kind of mysterious. Assalamualaikum.
Wow. Style भाई style. अच्छा इसमें से गर्म पानी. Okay. Cute से pots है ना.
The key ingredient that you have to have with green tea when you're in this region is cardamom. So he has a little mortar and pestle. He crushes the cardamom to release that flavor, plops it into your tea, lets it boil and simmer. It's going to be really nice. Oh, he's pouring it. Okay. It's just an open floor space area, but people used to
ये वाले cups बड़े सही लगते हैं मुझे.
drink tea, tell stories, just hang out. Cheers.
सही.
Cheers, man. Oh, it's so good. Just that pure, I mean, it's just so freshly boiled. But the cardamom, that's what really makes the difference, yeah. And part of the entire experience is watching them make it, because that's such a unique way to make the tea. It's
Sweet.
It's really, I mean, and just the ancient tea kettles. I'm sure that makes a difference with the taste of the tea.
I'm sure it does.
Shukriya. Shukriya. Wow, that was great. Most people in Peshawar speak a language called Pashto. And the name of the dish that we're about to go eat is called?
It's mazba, basically brain, and in Urdu you call it magas.
Oh, in Urdu is magas,
Yes, so
and in
it's
Pashto?
brain masala.
Brain masala.
In Pashto it's called mazba.
That's what we're gonna eat next, because we just saw a man who is selling it right over here. He's gonna make it fresh.
This is buffalo's brain.
Buffalo brain.
Yeah.
Nice.
छोटा सा ही नहीं कईयों के छोटे होते हैं ना. अच्छा अंडे जैसा लग रहा है.
Okay. We saw the plate of brains and we just could not pass by him without ordering a plate of brains. It's like scrambled brains masala. Got some fresh tandoori roti.
चटनी खाएगा ये फिर से आज. हाँ ये स्पाइसी खा के ज़्यादा खुश होता है ना.
Sensational.
हलवा.
The brain is so creamy and like mashed up scrambled. You've got the tomatoes, the garlic, and the coriander, and it really comes in nicely. Wow, that is impressive. And fried so fresh and hot.
चटनी के पीछे भाग रहे
So I'm gonna try some of that chutney. I'll touch the bread with the chutney. It's like a tomatoey chutney, and then grab some of the. After that, grab some of the brains. It's okay to do like this? That's the way you do it? Okay.
मुंह देख मेरा.
That is amazing. And then with that chutney, that like adds a cooling, refreshing element to it. What I really like is the freshness of the chilies and the coriander in there.
इससे कहाँ इससे भी खाया जाता है स्पाइसी.
Okay, I could understand a Peshawari man thinking of this, dreaming of this in the winter. Oh wow, this is amazing. That would have been a regret if I had not tasted this thing.
Yeah, you
Amazing.
regretted it.
Full marks.
Unbelievably good. Like the brain literally just melted into that sauce and masala, and desi ghee. He's a master of brains masala. And that entire brains fry costs just 90 rupees. So that's like, I think it's like right at the moment 122 or so to the dollar. So that's like, it's like 75 cents for that plate.
Yeah.
Wow. What a spot. What a dish.
I'm not surprised. It was awesome, but man, it was
Yeah.
so
आगे क्या है? कुछ मीठा नहीं खा रहा आज मेरा मीठा खाने का मन हो रहा है।
Yeah, Peshawari cap.
You want to try one?
वाह
Nice.
nice
Nice. I like that. I like that. That design.
You look
that
like
print.
a local. We have loved Peshawar so much. We have decided to look like local. Yeah. Your luck.
अनार का हुआ मुझे बड़ा टेस्टी लगा
So frothy. It's so, look at that. Just, there's no sugar or anything in this. Just purely squeezed pomegranate seeds. Oh, that's incredible. Naturally sweet. You've got that sourness of the froth.
आए मन कर गया
Man,
बच्चे थे
I've never had that good of pomegranate juice. It's almost banana-y and like the perfect tartness and sweetness.
it looks like an orange, you know, and it's obviously a citrus, but that flavor is incredible, and it is at first taste. Obviously, it's not an orange. It's like lime, like the father of lime, basically.
It's a mamang in English, I believe, or something along those lines, and he just freshly squeezed it. To me, it's more lemony, but not really lemony either. You can taste the bitter pith flavor of it, like a lemon.
मौसमी है
Father of orange. मौसमी थी।
मैं जा रही हूँ अंग्रेजी में नहीं तो यार
ये क्या है ये?
नहीं बिरयानी अरे वाह
The next place we're stopping on this ultimate food tour of Peshawar is to eat Peshawari pulao. And pulao is very famous in this region. It's a rice dish. You can
Love
smell the
rice.
spices. There's chickpeas in it. There's raisins. There's chunks of meat. They actually, I think they make it in that big pot there. They cook it in the pot, and then when they serve it, they put it into this big metal serving bowl.
हाँ
Okay, great. Just got some low stools to sit on. I'm gonna put it onto a little stool, and then you can see he got some meat in there. There's some chickpeas. You can see the spices as well in there, right out of the pot. The raisins or the sultans, they just
किशमिश बिरयानी
provide enough sweet and tartness to contrast the saltiness of the rice and meat. Really light, really like, really aromatic, and that beef in there is so good. And just like a hint of black pepper taste in there as well.
That tops any Sunday roast I've ever had. That is comfort food.
Yeah, this is good. Directly outside from where we just ate the pulao, there's a man who's selling two different dishes. The main pot is lassi, the other is saag. So
अरे यार favorite ना मेरा.
wild spinach. He topped it with chili flakes. He serves you the saag in a little bowl with a unique type of bread I haven't seen before, and then he whips up your lassi.
वाह चिली फ्लेक्स डालें इसके ऊपर ना
इसी के साथ मजा कितना है.
नमक
Okay.
डालें रेडी इस इन्हों के अंदर लस्सी रेडी करना वाह वाह
Fresh.
Wow. And serves it to you in like a metal bowl.
सही
Twenty
Oh, wow.
वो भी
That is
दिखाना
so
खा
cool
के
and refreshing.
खा
That's like
नहीं रहा
frothy too. Oh yeah, that's great. Tastes like liquid cottage cheese. Try that. That is awesome.
Yeah, it smells cheesy.
Nice.
I was expecting it to be at least a bit sweet. It's not sweet. Yeah, that's great.
Okay, next I'm gonna try some of that sag, and that's like, yeah, that's a really thick bread. It's a cornbread. Okay, grab a bite of this. Oh, and it doesn't feel buttery. It doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like there's desi ghee in it. It feels more like watery.
सब देख रहे हैं
Sweet.
Very nice. So that's just like pure. You just taste like the spinach and then the dried chilies in there. Really healthy tasting.
Mmm.
So healthy tasting.
So healthy. So nice. Very nice. And the spice just kicks in a bit late.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a good aftertaste.
Lassi piya, sorry.
Wow. That's just like the pure lassi. Just straight like drinkable cheese. Yeah. And just look at this scene. We are on the side of the road. There's just people all around surrounding us.
Wow.
Man, the people here are so nice, so friendly. They've welcomed us in.
You from Thailand?
Thailand, yes. Thank you very much. Peshawar is what a city. It is. What a city. Bye-bye.
Safe. I think पेशावर में बहुत वैरायटी है फूड की, है ना?
So we've arrived to an area called namakmundi. So Ali was just explaining to me that namak means salt, mundi means market or bazaar. So this is probably, I mean, it definitely has history as being a salt trading area. They're known for their meat in Peshawar and this entire region. Assalamu alaikum.
Hi.
Fine, thank you. This is the main one. This is the legendary spot.
Nisar Khan Charsi. अच्छा.
Literally hanging out.
Nisar Charsi. मजेदार.
Meat which we want to have.
Okay.
And they will cut it in front of us.
सामने बना के देते हैं, हम ये बोल रहे हैं ना, cut it
It's
in
your
front
chunk
of
of
us.
lamb, and we're gonna get a couple of different dishes. I know we're gonna get some stuff on the grill, and then also a karahi with the rounded skillet pan.
Because are the skewers.
ओह, अच्छा अच्छा, तुम्हारे सामने काट के उसको वो करते हैं बारबेक्यू. Skewers, तभी तो वो बोल रहा है बारबेक्यू.
But then they're also making the karahis in the front here. But look at this chicken display. It's 360.
Turkey,
I just bumped
nahi?
into a car. A 360 chicken rotation around a barrel. Oh, that's amazing.
वाह भाई वाह, tomatoes.
So he's making the lamb karahi here. You can see there's tomatoes going in here, and just the fat is just sizzling out into oil. Oh, here comes in some chilies. Okay.
वाह, शायद कोई नहीं.
Wow, that looks and smells incredible. It's just
वो
like
टेस्ट के लिए
it
हाँ.
sizzles in its own fat. Oh, the
Flavor.
tomatoes, yeah. We walk past the duck underneath the chicken 360 chicken formation again, but we have put in our order for the karahi and the grill, and that's going to take about an hour to cook because it has to cook till it's really tender. So in the meantime, we're going to go over to this very well-known place for the local sandals, which are called the chapla.
Yeah, this place is they make Peshawari chappals. The Peshawari chappals have been
Okay.
famous for long, but this specific shop is famous because Prime Minister of Pakistan Imran Khan, he got a chappal designed for himself here, and he buys from this shop.
Kaptan chappals.
Yeah.
So that's the next fashion accessory that we need to get.
This chapel is now a brand.
There's a story behind this chappal. When the Prime Minister of Pakistan wanted a chappal, he asked some of his friends in Peshawar to get him a chappal that has a thicker sole.
Okay.
So the guy came here and asked the shopkeeper to make a chappal with slightly thicker sole.
Wow, cool.
But the shopkeeper ended up making a chappal with too thick a sole. So he told the guy that I have made a mistake. The sole has become too thick. So they said, might as well just take the chappal to the Prime Minister. Who knows, he likes it. So when they took the chappal to the Prime Minister, and he was like, wow, this is
Okay, cool.
a world famous cricketer.
Oh yeah.
And this is Prime Minister of Pakistan.
And this is the Prime Minister of Pakistan.
You can see the Prime Minister picture over there.
Assalamualaikum. They make everything by hand in this little shop. Oh, I thought that was a stool, but that's a giant. Okay. And this is very, very cool.
This is the extra thick sole.
This is the Prime Minister's one?
This is the Prime Minister's
extra
one.
thick sole.
Extra thick sole, yeah.
And look at its weight.
That's like a...
It's light.
What a sandal.
Yeah.
Try this on. Oh yeah, I think this one is a little bit small.
आज इसको जानना चाहिए था कुर्ता पजामा
I've done this much sandal shopping in my life. I think I've decided on these.
Yeah.
What do you think about these? These are awesome. I even took off my socks. Yeah, these are the ones right here. Immediately you can feel the airflow in these sandals, right? You can really feel the airflow.
The toes have chilled out to a new level.
People in Bangkok will love these shoes.
Oh yeah.
And they'll ask you.
They're so comfortable.
They're extremely comfortable. Very foamy, very cushioned.
वाह सारे ने पा लिया
The Duma Karahi will be ready.
From head to toe, we are the Peshawari.
cool
बन गया वो तुम्हारा
Yes. So we're sitting in this section. We got like a whole booth with a carpet, and there the meat should be ready. We got two different dishes. They prepared the lamb two different ways. One is the karahi with all the spices and the tomato sauce. One is the
ये बहुत
grill.
सही
So
बना है,
those are some
कढ़ाई
like
वाला।
the rib sections that have just been grilled up.
Yeah, or
That is
live
the
ultimate.
ultimate.
ये हमेशा ऐसे होता है
So this one, the grilled one is called the tikka. And yeah, these are lamb chops.
Cheers.
It just fell off.
Everything you want in a lamb chop. It's so tender. And I think it's mostly just salt. There's not like a marinade of spices. It's just like the pure meat roasted over charcoal.
ये बोल रही थी मैं
टाइम भी तो पूरा लिया ना
ये घंटा बड़ा
And
होगा
yeah, you can
ये
see
लग
how
रहा
they
है
just
ग्रेवी
reduce
देगी
it.
अरे यार,
They
very
reduce it. They
best
keep on
one.
cooking it until it reduces into a thick sauce.
सही सही सही
टोमेटो ही वाला था ना
ये
टोमेटो हाँ बहस
The karahi does it again. This one is very tomatoey, and you've got just big chunks of lamb in there. You can really taste the green chilies in there too. Follow that with a spoonful of raita, which is the yogurt infused with coriander. Oh, like the dill flavor in that raita. That completes the experience in your mouth.
ये सही लगा
And not to mention, both dishes complement each other so well. Oh, is that some rice? And once again, got some
I
green
agree.
tea to finish off the meal.
डाइजेशन कर लो
Oh, it's hot. Oh, the cardamom is always so nice. It
ये
always
तीन
hits
पी
the
चुका है
spot.
सुबह
This
से
is going to be the end of the meal. This is going to be the final meal of this tour of Peshawar. From here, we got to move on. What a day it has been in Peshawar. It is time to utilize the cushion.
My signature position.
So your signature position. This has been one of the greatest cities that we visited in Pakistan. The culture, the ancient streets, the action, the colors and the energy, and the people that we've interacted with has been amazing. And this has been some of the best food. I mean, Peshawar, I specifically wanted to visit Peshawar because the food is so well known throughout all of Pakistan. So I want to say a huge thank you to Waqas. He's local from here. He's brought us around, and he did a lot of planning for us, and also to Ali for arranging everything including our entire trip to Pakistan. So I'll have their links in the description box. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you, and if you're not already subscribed, click subscribe now, and also click that little bell icon so that you get notified of the next video that I publish. Thanks again for watching. See you on the next video. Oh, Peshawar, you were great. Peshawar.
Lovely. Cool, very cool, very cool.
काफी वैरायटी
काफी वैरायटी, एंड मुझे नहीं पता था कि इतना कल्चर भी है पेशावर में। मुझे नहीं पता था कि इतना कुछ है देखने को यहाँ पे, एंड स्पेशली वो चप्पल वाला पार्ट एंड वो टोपी वाला पार्ट। आई थिंक ही इज ब्रॉडेंड हिज होराइजन्स, और अब ये फूड के अलावा कल्चर भी दिखा रहा है कि ऐसी टोपी है, ऐसा फुटवेयर है।
वो खुद भी बहुत स्वीट है, पीपल आर लोग बहुत स्वीट है, लेकिन वो खुद भी बहुत अच्छे से करता है, बढ़िया दिखाता है। वो साग मुझे बेस्ट लगा।
हाँ, मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा वो वाला। मुझे ये भी अच्छा लगा कैसे सब लोग उसके पास आके खड़े हो गए। वेरी वेलकमिंग, वेरी हैप्पी, वेरी वार्म। मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा वो देख के। एंड द फूड वाज अमेजिंग 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 अमेजिंग। लस्सी भी, बट आई थिंक उसको थोड़ा सा ज्यादा क्रेडिट देना चाहिए था छोले पूरी को और हलवे को।
पूरी और हलवे वाली बाइट पे उसको वो
करना चाहिए था।
उसने सब पे किया।
पर आई थिंक ही इज अ मीट पर्सन। उसको मीठे का इतना नहीं अच्छा लगता, उसको स्पाइसी और मीठी चीजें ज्यादा अच्छी लगती हैं, इसलिए उसने नहीं किया। उसको क्या पता है कि हलवा का क्या मजा होता है।
अच्छा, और वो बड़ा फनी था वो, और दिस इज नॉट ऑरेंज। मैं कब से सोच रही यार ऑरेंज नहीं है, ये क्या है? मौसमी थी। मौसमी
ऑरेंज नहीं है, लाइमी है, लेमनी है ये।
देख रहे हैं क्या है ये? मौसमी थी।
बड़ा मजा आया। तो बहुत मजेदार वीडियो थी। So guys, this is our reaction and we really hope that you liked it.
If you did तो इस वीडियो को लाइक कर दो, इसमें बहुत सारे कमेंट्स कर दो और हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दो।
So guys, this is Sidhu vlog signing off. We love you guys.